What's going on, guys? JSGC Football here, back again for another match preview. And today's opponent, guys, is a Wolves away in the Carabao Cup second round. So I will talk you through Wolves now. So they are a founding member of the Football League, just like PNE. They're formed in 1877. The full name is Wolverhampton Wanderers. They play at the Molineux in the city of Wolverhampton. It has a capacity of 32,050. It's a really nice ground if you've ever been, because I really do like it. I like the modernisation that they've done with it. So I recommend a visit. I think it's just worth one visit there, especially if you ever do it away day. It's an in and out job, especially if you're doing drinking like that. Because you just won't be allowed anywhere near the home pubs at all. So for Wolverhampton Wanderers, they're nicknamed Wolves, of course, or the Wanderers. Because they've been in the Premier League now 4 seasons, ever since got promoted from the Championship in 2018. They had a takeover in 2016 from Preston, who are a Chinese investment group. And boy, have they brought Wolves up, like I said, from like League One days, when they're struggling Championship. Because so in 16, like I said, there was bouncing between League One and the Championship back then. Because so they just got promoted back to Championship. But ever since then, they've never looked back. So ever since they've been back in the Premier League, they finished 7th, 13th and 10th. Like I said, they're very much an established Premier League team now. Because in the first season back, in 2018-19, got 7th, and they allowed them to get a Europa League spot for the very first time ever since, I think, 1980. Let me know, Wolves fans, is that right? Is it 1980? I think it's 79-80 last time you played in Europe before 2019. So, in that European campaign, the Europa League, they had a very good run. Because COVID disrupted it, and they got knocked out by Sevilla in the quarterfinals as they lost 1-0. Can count themselves very lucky, as I think it went to one leg, so they got rid of the double legs because they're trying to finish the season off, basically. So, the new manager who took over from Nuno is Bruno Lage. Because they brought him in from Benfica, as he took over in June the 9th, 2021. So with Bruno, he's had to change his style. At Benfica, he played a very different style of football. They like to press very high and play 4-4-2 like that, trying to disrupt the passing lanes. But ever since he took over, like I said, first 3 games last season, they lost first 3 games. So he went back more to the familiar Nuno tactic of the 3-4-3, stay compact and force opposition wide. Because so they're keeping clean sheets, winning 1-0, using the set pieces. Went back to that, and it paid off. So it may petered out, like I said, they still got top half finish at 10th. It was looking at one stage, especially with about 6 games to go before they petered off. Maybe they could get another 7th place finish, but just didn't have enough in the tank, and it just petered off. So for this season so far, they play 4-2-3-1, or like I said, against Tottenham, they went very compact with 3-5-2, trying to sit back. And they've had again, it's a repeat of last year. They've got off to a very poor start again. Like I said, 17th in the minute. So 1 draw, 2 losses. So very, very similar. Like I said, Wolves fans will not be amused. So for this season, they've lost Conor Cody on a loan to Everton. Let me know, Wolves fan, is a permanent dealer. It seems weird if you lose Conor Cody to Everton on a loan, if they're not going to buy him, or at very least a guaranteed purchase there. So next one, they lost Gibbs White to Nottingham Forest, who is certainly splashing the cash here to try and stay up. Gibbs White, 26 million, or 26.5 to be precise. Next one is Ruben Vinagre, a left back, for 9 million the loss, and Romain says on a free to I think it's Besiktas. But get this, so they've got the new recruits, so this is who Wolves have brought in this season. So Matheus Nunes from Sporting Club de Portugal, or Sporting Lisbon, for 14.5 million. Because you got Guedes, 30 million from Valencia, left midfielder. Because then you got Collins from Burnley, £22 million, your Conor Cody replacement. And then Hee-Chan Huang, 15 million from Leipzig. So they spent 107.5 million, or net spend 71 million. So Wolves, I think your board will be demanding, at the very least, a top half finish. Like I said, anything other than that would be a very disappointment. So they were expected to collide. They'd be expected to be challenging for those European players. I'll back you. Like I said, I expect 8th place, so maybe 9th, like that. Because you might miss out. Like I said, where you're good enough to challenge the top 7, we'll see where you can break into it this season. But I don't think you will. Because whether Bruno's the man, we'll see. Like I said, hopefully, like I said, last 3 games, the first 3 games that they did last season, they got to, because they found the winning streak then. It's won 6, drawn 2, lost 1 like that, so it took them to like the top 6. So we'll see if they do that again this year. Like I said, they got to slow start. We'll see if they start picking up. So the head-to-head between Preston and Wolves is 49 PNE wins, 29 draws, and 46 Wolves wins. So it's very similar records of the past, but PNE just about edging it. But in modern times, Wolves have the advantage. Is PNE's only won 2 in the last 10 ever since 2008. And the last time we've won is, we've not won in 5 games against Wolves ever since February 16 when I was there. Because we beat them 2-1 that day with the Gallagher Super Show. But that's the last time we beat Wolves, and it's at Molineux as well. But what a day that was. Cracking day out that was. So in the last lineup, I'll go for it. So Jose Sarr, I think that's how you say it. So Johnny Castro, Collins and Kilman making the 3 at the back. Pedro Neto, Jimenez, Neves, Moutinho and 8 Nori. And then up front, Podence and Guedes. So no official strikers, like I said. So they went very defensive against Tottenham. Didn't pay off as Harry Kane got the winner. And we'll see, like I said, I think they'll go back to 4-2-3-1 against Preston. I think Wolves will try and express themselves, but you will make changes. So this is my prediction. I'll see how far off I am with Wolves. I've gone for 9 changes from Spurs. So I think Sarkic will get a start. And then for your 4 at the back, I reckon it'll be Bowley, Gomez, Mosquera and Semedo. Then I reckon you'll play your youngsters, so Ronan and Kundal. I think they'll get starts. Then I think Nunes, I think you'll try and get him up to speed. He's your new signing, and what perfect way against Preston North End. It's a low league opposition for you guys. But I think you'll give him a start. Traore, I think he'll play out on the right. Guedes out on the left. And then, of course, Jimenez, I reckon, who's not had a start yet, I reckon he'll start against PNE. So it's still a very solid team. That's still a very good team, that. So Preston will have to be at the best if we can try and take something here, if we can try and progress to the 3rd round. So I'm quite interested in what type of team Wolves play. Whether you go more full strength with that or whether you'll rest players. I think you'll rest players. Because you go to Bastard Premier League, I think you'll make a lot of changes. But that's still a very strong side if it's my predicted one. So for PNE, this is my guess at our lineup. Woodman in net, because there's no reason to put Cornell. I would say Cornell, but it's Wolverhampton, so I'd play Woodman. I reckon it'd be Story, Bauer and Cunningham making the 3 at the back. Potts out on the right, Brady out on the left. And then defensive midfielder be Ben Whiteman. And then I reckon it'd be McCann and Ledson in the midfield. And then Woodburn to complement Parrott behind him like that. So I reckon we'll make 4 changes. As it's quite a similar team to what we played against Huddersfield. I think we'll play a similar team. Because just we've got a few injuries, so we can't play the exact team. Otherwise, I'd like to see Fernandes, but he will be back for a couple of weeks. So that's my prediction. I reckon 4 changes for PNE. It's still quite a strong side. It's rotation. I'm very interested. That's what I love about the Carabao Cup. It's a chance to see your younger players or some of the younger ones that are coming through and mix up with your first team. So we'll see how we get on. Like I said, I just don't know how Wolves are going to go, whether they'll go weaker than my predicted team or whether you'll go a lot stronger to try and get confidence. So it's an interesting one. So, but that is my match preview, Wolves fans. Do let me know, Wolves fans, what do you think of PNE? Do you think he'll go the distance, go to penalties, or do you reckon you'll steamroller us? Because I think it'll be a tight game. Like I said, we're not conceding championship so far, so kept 5 clean sheets. We hammered Huddersfield 4-1 in the Carabao Cup, and hopefully we can take a little bit of confidence and just... We've got nothing to lose, so I just want to see Preston have a go. Hopefully convert those chances, something we've not done. Just enjoy the day. Just enjoy it for what it is. Like, it's a nice test. It's a nice Premier League opposition. And that is Wolverhampton. Like I said, that's all you need to know about Wolves. They're a very good team, very much established, and they are established top half team. But do let me know, PNE fans, if you are going down. Do let me know your thoughts as well. But I've been JSGC Football. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more match previews like this, more PNE content, more Manchester City content, and more Premier League and Championship content as well. As I will see you guys in my next football video. Have a nice day. Peace. Ciao for now.